video surfaced showing Travis Hunter's fiancée, Lyanna Lenee, engaging in inappropriate behavior with another man, including twerking and flirting. This sparked widespread backlash and raised questions about the state of their relationship. It all began with leaked footage and texts that surfaced online. The videos showed Lyanna in moments that left little to the imagination, dancing provocatively, engaging in physical contact, and being far too comfortable with another man. The leaked texts were even more damning, revealing flirtatious exchanges that painted a picture of someone seeking attention from anyone but her devoted partner. Fans couldn't believe it. How could someone betray a man like Travis? A rising star, a man with a golden future. People who had been rooting for their love story began to question Lyanna's intentions. Was this the behavior of someone preparing to walk down the aisle, or was it a cry for something else entirely? But the betrayal wasn't just about the acts caught on camera or in messages. It was about what they represented, a breach of trust, a crack in the foundation of a relationship that many had seen as unshakable. This wasn't just a personal scandal, it was a public spectacle that thrust Travis into an unwelcome spotlight. And just when it seemed like things couldn't get worse, the plot thickened. Lyanna wasn't backing down, and the revelations were far from over. What happened next would redefine everything fans thought they knew about this couple. As the internet buzzed with judgment and whispers, Lyanna Lenee decided silence was no longer an option. Instead of retreating, she stepped into the storm, armed with her own version of the truth. A fiery post appeared on her social media accounts, accompanied by an unflinching video. Her caption read, "There's more to this story than you think. Let's set the record straight." In the video, Lyanna spoke with a mixture of defiance and vulnerability. She admitted the videos and texts were real, but claimed they were being taken out of context. "Yes, I danced. Yes, I joked in messages, but none of it crossed the line into betrayal. None of it meant I didn't love Travis," she insisted, her voice steady but her eyes betraying a hint of desperation. Lyanna pointed fingers at those who leaked the content, accusing them of having ulterior motives. She called them opportunists who sought to destroy her reputation and ruin her relationship. Her voice trembled as she claimed she was being vilified for being confident, expressive, and unapologetically herself. But it didn't stop there. Lyanna dropped a bombshell of her own, suggesting that Travis hadn't been entirely innocent in their relationship either. "Let's not act like relationships are perfect," she said, leaning closer to the camera. "No one knows the private struggles we've faced. Not every smile you see is real." Fans were left divided. Some rallied behind Lyanna, admiring her boldness and resilience. Others felt her defense only added fuel to the fire, making her actions seem less like misunderstandings and more like a calculated attempt to redirect blame. And just when the world thought they'd heard it all, a cryptic hint at a deeper betrayal emerged. Lyanna's final words in the video were chilling. "If the truth comes out, it won't just be about me." What was she implying? And who would be caught in the crossfire next? The moment Lyanna's video went viral, the world turned its gaze to Travis Monroe, waiting for his response. For days, he remained quiet, but his silence was deafening, a calculated move that left everyone speculating. When he finally broke his silence, he didn't do it with a casual post or a cryptic comment. No, Travis went live. The live stream began with Travis sitting in a dimly lit room, his expression somber yet resolute. He leaned forward, his hands clasped tightly as if holding himself together. "I've been quiet because I wanted to process this, to really think about what I needed to say," he began, his voice low and deliberate. He wasted no time addressing Lyanna's claims. "I've seen her video, I've read the captions, the comments, and honestly, I'm disappointed," he said, shaking his head slightly, "not because of what she did, but because of the way she's twisting the truth now." Travis then dropped a revelation of his own. He shared screenshots of messages, ones that painted a very different picture of Lyanna's innocent interactions. "These aren't just jokes," he said, holding up his phone to the camera. "These are patterns of disrespect, of dishonesty." His tone sharpened, the hurt evident in his words. But Travis didn't stop at receipts. He addressed Lyanna's insinuations about his own behavior. "She wants to talk about betrayal like it's a two-way street?" "Fine. Let's talk," he said, his eyes narrowing. "But she won't find anything on me because I was loyal, I was honest, and I trusted her." As the live stream approached its end, Travis's voice softened and his expression turned reflective. "I didn't come here to play the victim or to drag anyone down. I came here because I deserve to set the record straight. I loved Lyanna, I gave her my everything, and now I just want the truth." The live stream ended, but the questions didn't. What was the real truth? And more importantly, who would expose it first? Lyanna wasn't going to let Travis's live stream stand unchallenged. A week later, she posted a video titled "The Truth About Travis." It wasn't a rushed response. It was a masterstroke of timing, released when curiosity and speculation were at their peak. She appeared on screen in a quiet, intimate setting, a far cry from her usual polished aesthetic. No makeup, no filters, just Lyanna, raw and unguarded. "I've seen Travis's live. I've heard what he's had to say," she began, her voice steady but tinged with emotion. "And honestly, I wish I didn't have to do this. But you all deserve to know everything." Lyanna then began her story, starting from the beginning of their relationship. "When we first met, it felt like a dream," she admitted, a faint smile crossing her lips. "But dreams can be deceptive, can't they?" She described moments of doubt, small at first, like the way Travis would dodge questions about his past, or how his phone always seemed to be face down. Then she dropped a bombshell. Lyanna pulled out her phone and showed a string of emails from a woman she claimed was Travis's ex. "I didn't believe it at first," she said, her voice cracking slightly. "But the dates matched, the names matched, and suddenly all the things I'd ignored, they made sense." She described nights spent confronting Travis, his denials, and her growing sense of isolation. "He made me feel like I was losing my mind," she confessed, her eyes welling up with tears. "But the truth was right there. He wasn't the person I thought he was." As the video neared its end, Lyanna leaned closer to the camera, her expression resolute. "You can call me bitter. You can say I'm just trying to hurt him, but I know what I've lived through, and if this helps even one person see through the lies in their own life, then it's worth it." She paused for a moment, letting her words sink in. "But there's still one thing you haven't heard yet, something even Travis doesn't know I found out." The video cut to black, leaving viewers gasping and desperate for what came next. The drama didn't end with Lyanna's video. In fact, it only intensified. As soon as her video dropped, the internet exploded. Fans, already divided over her actions, began digging deeper, dissecting every word she said, and most importantly, searching for any clue that could confirm or tear apart her story. But just when things couldn't get any more chaotic, the unthinkable happened. A video surfaced, one that no one saw coming. It was a private clip shared by a source who claimed to have been a friend of Lyanna's from years ago. The footage, filmed in what appeared to be a hotel room, showed Lyanna in a compromising position with another man. It wasn't just the footage that shocked fans, it was the timeline. The video, taken long before she was engaged to Travis, raised serious questions about her loyalty. In the clip, Lyanna was seen laughing, clearly at ease, as she and this mystery man shared intimate moments. Moments that shouldn't have existed in the context of a supposedly committed relationship. But it didn't stop there. A second video, even more revealing, hit the web. In it, Lyanna was seen with the same man, the two of them tangled up in what appeared to be a very heated exchange. The video was grainy, but the implications were crystal clear. Lyanna had been hiding something, a past that wasn't as innocent as she'd portrayed it. The internet went into overdrive. Fans who had once defended her were now questioning everything. "Is this the woman Travis wanted to marry?" they asked. "How could he not see this coming?" But amid the shock, something even more unsettling emerged. The mystery man in the videos. Fans began to speculate. Was he still a part of Lyanna's life? And if so, what did that mean for Travis? The answers were elusive, but the questions became impossible to ignore. And just as the storm seemed to reach its peak, a familiar name popped up again in the mix. Travis himself. What did he know about this footage? Was he in the dark, or had he seen this side of Lyanna and chosen to ignore it? The suspense was unbearable. The next twist was coming, and everyone was on edge, waiting for the truth to finally surface. As the drama spiraled, Travis finally broke his silence. Fans had been waiting for this moment, his response to the whirlwind of accusations, rumors, and the jaw-dropping footage that was now all over social media. What would he say? How would he react? Everyone was on edge, hoping for some clarity on his side of the story. It came on December 15th, during a live Twitch stream. Travis, ever the stoic athlete, appeared calm, but there was a noticeable tension in his voice as he addressed the situation head-on. He defended Lyanna, stating that everyone was jumping to conclusions, that people didn't understand what was really going on behind closed doors. "If she's hurting, I'm hurting," Travis said, his voice steady but filled with an emotion that made it clear this situation was tearing him apart. But here's where things took a dramatic turn. Fans weren't buying it. They could hear the cracks in his words, the hesitation. It sounded less like a defense and more like someone trying to convince themselves of something that didn't feel right. His attempt to deflect the growing criticism and publicly stand by Lyanna left fans questioning whether he was just trying to salvage a relationship that was already beyond repair. As the comments flooded in, many fans felt that Travis was trapped, caught between the man he wanted to be and the harsh reality of what his relationship with Lyanna had become. His attempt to explain, to make it all make sense, only added fuel to the fire. Was he blinded by love, or was there more he wasn't telling the world? The weight of public opinion was becoming overwhelming, and the pressure was starting to show. Travis had always been focused on his future, on his football career, but now his personal life was in the spotlight in a way he never expected. What would be his next move? Would he cut ties with Lyanna for good, or was there still hope for their fractured relationship? The suspense lingered, and the answer seemed to be just out of reach. Fans could only wait for the next chapter in this emotional roller coaster to unfold, unsure of what the future would hold for the Heisman Trophy winner and his soon-to-be ex-fiancée. It wasn't long before the storm took a devastating turn. While Travis was publicly grappling with his personal issues, his teammates, specifically Shatter Sanders, stepped in. This wasn't just a simple show of support, it was a full-blown defense of Travis, his relationship, and the relentless scrutiny they were both under. Shatter tweeted, urging the public to mind their business. He wasn't having it. The tweet was clear. If anyone wanted answers, they should speak directly to Travis. No more speculation, no more internet gossip. But despite the support from his teammates, the damage was done. The controversy surrounding his relationship had already reached a boiling point, with some of the biggest names in football, including former NFL players Dez Bryant and Nate Burleson, offering unsolicited advice. Both speculated that Lyanna's actions might be jeopardizing Travis's career. Dez even went so far as to question how someone could stay in a relationship filled with so many red flags, implying that Travis's future in football could be compromised by this public drama. Then came the bombshell, rumors that this wasn't the first time Lyanna had been involved with multiple men while in a relationship with Travis. The whispers, the accusations, the unconfirmed reports, they all painted a picture that was too ugly to ignore. What started as a fairy tale romance between two young stars was now rapidly turning into a cautionary tale. For Travis, the weight of the world was on his shoulders. On one hand, he had the potential of an extraordinary NFL career ahead of him. On the other, his personal life was being dissected by millions. With the wedding date looming and the eyes of the world watching, one thing was clear: the clock was ticking, and Travis was running out of time to fix everything. Would he make the hard decision and end the relationship for good? Or would the distractions and doubts pull him further away from his dreams? The tension was unbearable, and the future, both personal and professional, was uncertain. Would this heartbreaking saga end in a fairy tale or a public downfall? Only time would tell.